Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Will Phil number one, Scott Casey Gale. And today is my TNA Impact review on Wrestling Renegades 1 and my own channel, Will Phil number one. Okay, let's begin with the recap, shall we? Here we go. Aces and Eights music hits us, and TNA World Champion Bully Ray walks out by himself through the crowd. Bully shakes hands with Taz and yells at Mike Tenay for being a Sting fan. As reported, there is no Todd Kennedy. Bully enters the ring and introduces himself to a sea of boos. Bully says Slammiversary hasn't been too kind to Sting, and as last year he got jumped and this year he got single-handedly defeated by Bully. He says TNA has no more heroes. Bully says there's nothing left to do and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Bully calls Dixie out, but Hulk Hogan's music hits. Hogan says Bully forgot that this is Hulkamania country, and Hulk gets in the ring and asks if Bully just said there is no competition in TNA. Bully says yes and calls him dad. And Hulk says the Bound for Glory series is beginning next week, and Bully Ray will see a list of names and possible contenders on the selection show for the tournament. Hulk says that tonight Bully will face a man he screwed twice, Jeff Hardy. Hardy walks out to the ring and an agitated Bully Ray slips to the floor. Bully says Hogan just can't put him in a match tonight. Hogan says he is the GM and he can do just that. Hulk says the title is not on the line, but to make Hardy comfortable, there will be a giant ladder at ringside and hanging above the ring will be a hammer. That was an okay segment. Then we get a backstage segment with Chavo and Hernandez, where Chavo is excited about being in the Bound for Glory series because he wants the world title. And Hernandez goes to shake his hand and thank him for teaching him the gorilla way, but Chavo says he didn't teach him everything and walks away. Okay, backstage segment. Then it's Chavo Gorilla versus Hernandez in a Bound for Glory qualifying series, and Hernandez wins the match. That was an okay match. Next then Quentin Rampage Jackson is welcomed in the back by James Storm and Gunn, and they wish him luck as he continues walking. Then we're back from the break as the former television champion Devon makes his way to the ring. Devon is in a foul mood and he insults the crowd. He tells Abyss he wants his title back, as the match was never sanctioned. Joseph Park awkwardly comes out and says he is done being bullied. He gets in Devon's face and hits a double leg and unloads on Devon. And Devon comes back with a vicious shoulder block and unloads with strikes and knocks Park to the floor. Devon sends him into the post and grabs a chair. Abyss's music hits as Devon goes to use it. Devon is fixed on the entrance and says he will find Abyss. He hits Park one last time and exits through the crowd. Park sees the blood on his lips and starts to turn into an Incredible Hulk. So. It's a mediocre segment. I thought this was mediocre. Then Robbie E comes out and cuts a promo and says he was the MVP in last year's Bound for Glory series as he beat Hardy in a whooping 5 points. Samoa Joe comes out next, and it's Samoa Joe versus Robbie E. And it was a very decent match. And Samoa Joe ends up winning by submission. Then a Kurt Angle Hall of Fame video is shown. Then Rampage is out next. Jeremy Borash is in the ring and the crowd is on fire as Rampage is introduced. Quentin Jackson makes his entrance with his signature howl. Rampage makes it a point to snap hands with some kids at ringside. The crowd drowns out Rampage, but they seem to turn up his mic. Rampage says he is here to be the best, but he knows that he has to beat the best. Kurt Angle's music hits and he walks to the ring with a steady purpose. Angle and Rampage stare at each other, and Angle goes in close and says Rampage is looking at the best. Angle says Rampage is the best in the cage, but this ring is his world. Angle says when Rampage is ready someday, he will have to go through him. Rampage shakes and twitches his face, but they shake hands, and Rampage goes back to mean mugging Angle and gets nose to nose. Very interesting segment. I wonder what TNA is gonna do with Rampage Jackson. Do you think it's a good thing or do you think it's a bad thing? Comment down below and let me know. I'm kind of in the middle of this, but I'm very interested to see where this goes. Next. Then Bodie and Mr. Anderson drink in their lair. Bodie wonders if Anderson has seen Dito. Anderson says he thinks he has a headache. Anderson says the important thing is that the VP spot is open. Bodie asks for suggestions. Anderson says a lot by not saying anything. Bodie complains about having to face Hardy tonight. He says Aces and Eights need a representative in the Bound for Glory series, and he is going to do something about it. Anderson asks if Bodie needs any assistance in this match. Bodie says a good VP knows how to make the call, and walks away. Anderson asks himself, so does that mean he's VP? Okay segment. Then it's a 6-man tag match. Wood and Aries and Kenny King versus Storm, Gunner, and Chris Sabin. And winner by pinfall, Wood and Aries and Chris Sabin as Sabin hits an enziguri to Aries and a springboard DDT to King, and Sabin hits Hail Sabin for the win. Another decent match. I enjoyed it. Then the New Knockouts champion Mickey James is all smiles and on our way to the ring. Devon and Nux continue their search for Abyss in the building. They think they found him and rush into a room. Then we see footage of the fantastic knockouts match from Slammiversary. Brooke Hogan and Taryn Terrell talk in the back. Taryn is beaming as Brooke praises her performance on Sunday. Taryn asks about Bully Ray, and Brooke says to keep it about wrestling. Interesting. Then it's Mickey James versus Taylor Hendricks in a very good knockouts match. And winner by pinfall is Mickey James. Then another backstage segment. Nux Shadow gets attacked by Abyss Shadow in the back. Abyss tosses Nux body back against the wall in front of Devon's feet. And we see the Shadow approach Devon from behind like a horror movie. Devon turns around and we see him and Abyss trade shots. Abyss sends Devon into the wall and gets down on his face and says he is taking the TV title to the Abyss. That was so-so. I kind of enjoyed it. Then Bodie and Mr. Whoops. Okay. Sorry. Then it's a ladder match between Bodie Ray and Jeff Hardy, and this ladder match ended up in a no contest. Yes, so Bodie sets up the ladder and drags Hardy into the corner and out of the way. Bodie grabs the hammer. Bodie climbs down back the ladder and sets it up in the corner, but it fails. Bodie waits for Hardy to get up and goes to strike him in the head, but Hardy kicks him in the gut and takes control of the hammer. Bodie backs off in the corner and avoids a couple of swings by Hardy. Bodie escapes up the ramp. Hardy starts to give chase but goes down pain in his left butt cheek. We cut to the back as Bodie is in pain as he escapes and screams for his belt. Hulk appears from behind the corner and goes to hit Bodie with the hammer as Brooke runs in and yells no. Bodie turns around and all three just stare at each other. Not sure what to say Bodie hovers off like a wounded animal. And I give this TNA Impact 3 stars. I thought it was a good one, but I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was phenomenal. I give it 3 stars. Comment down below and tell me what you thought of TNA Impact tonight. What you liked about it and what you didn't like about it. But like I said, TNA isn't great right now, but at least it's better than WWE right now. But the Brad Woos was saying, TNA needs new writers. They need very good writers, and so does WWE. Anyway, subscribe to Wrestling Renegades 1. Subscribe to my other channel, Will Pharaoh #1. Subscribe to Godzilla Hawks. Subscribe to Kill Expression Show 56. Subscribe to Michael Miner. Subscribe to the Wrestling Guru. Subscribe to the Wrestling Guru Society. Subscribe to Chase Oliver 68. Subscribe to Jojo Show's Back. Subscribe to Mr. Walt. And subscribe to Bears All the Way 12. And subscribe to Tobias Spoon Backwards. You stay classy, YouTube viewers. Live long and prosper, and peace out.